Stop me if this sounds familiar. You wake up every morning with this heavy weight on your chest. Before you even open your eyes, you're already thinking about money, the bills, the debt, the dream that's slipping further and further away. You grab your phone, you check your bank account, and there it is again. That number that makes you want to cry. That number that reminds you that no matter how hard you work, you're still stuck in the same place. You're tired, you're frustrated, and you're starting to wonder if this is just how life is going to be forever. But what if I told you that the reason you're stuck has nothing to do with how hard you work? What if I told you that you've been playing a game you were never taught how to win? I'm going to show you exactly what's keeping you trapped, and more importantly, how to break free. But you need to listen to this entire video, because what I'm about to share goes against everything you've been taught about money. Let me paint a picture, and I want you to tell me if this is your life. You work your fingers to the bone, 40, 50, 60 hours a week. You do everything right. You show up, you hustle, you grind, but at the end of the month, you're still drowning. You can't remember the last time you bought something without feeling guilty. You can't take that vacation, you can't invest in that course, you can't even buy the good coffee without calculating whether you can afford it. And the worst part? You watch other people who don't seem to work as hard as you, living the life you dream about. They're traveling, they're free, they're happy, and you're sitting there thinking, what am I doing wrong? You've tried budgeting, you've tried saving, you've tried side hustles, you've read the books, you've watched the videos, but nothing changes. You're on this hamster wheel, running faster and faster, but you're not getting anywhere. And late at night, when everyone else is asleep, you lie there in the dark and you wonder, is this it? Is this all there is? Am I going to struggle like this for the rest of my life? You feel invisible. You feel forgotten. You feel like the universe just skipped over you when it was handing out blessings. And here's the thing that nobody wants to say out loud. You're angry. You're resentful. You're tired of smiling and pretending everything's fine, when inside, you're falling apart. If that's you, I need you to keep listening, because I was exactly where you are, and what I'm about to tell you changed everything. Here's what nobody tells you. The reason you're stuck isn't because you're not working hard enough. It's because you've been programmed to be poor. Let me say that again. You have been programmed to be poor. From the time you were a child, you absorbed beliefs about money. Money doesn't grow on trees. Rich people are greedy. You have to work hard for every penny. There's never enough. And those beliefs, they're running in the background of your mind 24/7, creating your reality. Every time you look at a price tag and think, I can't afford that. Every time you see someone successful and think, that'll never be me. Every time you make a decision from fear instead of possibility, you're reinforcing the program. You're practicing poverty. You're rehearsing lack. You're becoming a master at being broke. And the universe is saying, okay, you want to be broke? Here you go. More bills, more struggle, more proof that you were right. But here's the thing. If you've been programmed to be poor, you can reprogram yourself to be wealthy. And it starts with one simple shift. You have to start acting like the person who already has what you want. Not tomorrow, not when the money shows up. Right now, today, this moment. Because the universe doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to who you're being. So let me break down exactly what this looks like, because this is where everything changes. I started asking myself one question every single day, multiple times a day, before every decision. How would a millionaire handle this exact situation? And I don't mean the fake millionaire. I don't mean the flashy, show-off, in debt up to their eyeballs millionaire. I mean the real millionaire, the one with peace, the one with freedom, the one who's aligned. Let me give you concrete examples. The grocery store. I used to walk through the aisles with this cloud of stress hanging over me, grabbing the cheapest garbage because that's all I thought I could afford, and I felt like a failure every single time. So I asked the question, how would a millionaire shop? And the answer was obvious. A millionaire doesn't buy food that makes them feel like garbage just to save $2. They value their body, they value their energy, they make empowered choices. So I started buying the organic vegetables, the quality meat, the food that actually nourished me. And yes, it cost more. But you know what happened? When I stopped acting like someone who had to settle for scraps, I stopped being someone who had to settle for scraps. Another example, my morning routine. I used to wake up and immediately grab my phone, scroll through social media, fill my mind with everyone else's highlight reel, start my day feeling inadequate and behind. A millionaire doesn't do that. A millionaire protects their energy. They're intentional about what they consume. They start their day with power, not comparison. So I stopped scrolling. I started meditating, journaling, visualizing, moving my body. I started treating myself like I was worth investing in. Another one, how I talked about money. I used to complain constantly. I can't afford this, I'm so broke, I never have enough. And every time I said those words, I was casting a spell. I was declaring to the universe, this is who I am, this is what I deserve. A millionaire doesn't talk like that. They speak abundance, they speak possibility, they speak expectation. So I changed my language. Instead of I can't afford it, I started saying that's not aligned with my goals right now. Instead of I'm broke, I started saying money is on its way to me. Instead of why does this always happen to me, I started saying everything is working out for my highest good. It felt weird at first. It felt fake. My brain screamed at me, "You're lying, this is stupid, nothing's gonna change." But I kept doing it anyway. And then something started happening. Small things at first. Someone would pay me back money I'd forgotten about. I'd get a refund. A random opportunity would show up. But then bigger things. A client I'd been trying to land for months suddenly said yes. I got offered a higher paying position. Ideas started flowing. Doors started opening. And I realized something huge. Millionaires don't have different circumstances. They have different nervous systems. Think about it. When you're in survival mode, your brain is scanning for threats. It's in fight or flight. It's making decisions from fear. And you know what you create from that state? More things to be afraid of. But when you're in creation mode, when you feel abundant, when you trust yourself, your brain starts scanning for opportunities. It sees possibilities everywhere. It makes bold moves. It takes risks. Same world, different filter, different results. This is why two people can be in the exact same situation and one thrives while the other barely survives. It's not about what they have, it's about who they're being. And here's the part that's going to blow your mind. You don't have to wait until you have money to feel abundant. You can feel abundant right now. You can act abundant right now. You can be abundant right now. Because abundance isn't a bank account number, it's a state of being. A millionaire tips the barista generously, even on a coffee. Why? Because they understand the energy of generosity. They know that what you give, you receive multiplied. A millionaire invests in themselves without hesitation. That course, that coach, that experience. They don't see it as spending. They see it as inevitable return on investment. A millionaire surrounds themselves with excellence. They don't settle for toxic relationships, soul-sucking jobs, or environments that drain them. They know their worth and they protect it fiercely. A millionaire celebrates other people's success instead of feeling jealous because they understand that abundance is infinite. Someone else's win doesn't mean there's less for them. These aren't things you do after you become a millionaire. These are the things that make you a millionaire. So here's what I want you to do, and I'm serious about this. This is your homework. This is your breakthrough assignment. For the next 7 days, I want you to embody the millionaire version of yourself. Before you make any decision, pause, take a breath, and ask yourself, how would the wealthiest, most abundant, most powerful version of me handle this? and then do that thing. Someone disrespects you? The millionaire version of you doesn't tolerate it. Set the boundary. You see a course that could change your life? The millionaire version of you invests without hesitation. Buy the course. You're about to settle for less than you deserve? The millionaire version of you walks away. Honor yourself. You're invited to something that drains your energy? The millionaire version of you says no without guilt. Protect your peace. You want to buy the nice notebook, the quality headphones, the organic food? The millionaire version of you values quality. Make the empowered choice. And yes, your brain is going to freak out. It's going to say, you can't afford this, you're being irresponsible, who do you think you are? That's just the old programming trying to keep you small. Ignore it. Because here's what's really happening. You're not being reckless. You're not being irresponsible. You're rewiring your identity. You're telling the universe, this is who I am now. I am someone who values themselves. I am someone who makes empowered choices. I am someone who expects abundance. And the universe will test you. It'll throw unexpected bills at you. It'll give you reasons to panic. It'll tempt you to go back to the old patterns. Don't. Stay in the energy. Keep acting like the millionaire. Keep making the aligned choices. Keep trusting, because on the other side of that test is your breakthrough. Let me tell you something that might be hard to hear, but you need to hear it. You're not a victim of your circumstances. You're a creator of your circumstances. Every thought you think is a command to the universe. Every word you speak is a declaration. Every action you take is a vote for the identity you're becoming. You want to know why you're stuck? Because you keep voting for the same person. The broke person, the struggling person, the victim person. But you have the power to vote differently. Right now, this moment. You are not your bank account. You are not your debt. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. You are not the story you've been telling yourself. You are a limitless being with infinite potential. You are connected to the same source energy that creates galaxies. You are worthy of every single thing you desire, but you have to start acting like it. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for the right time. Stop waiting for proof. Stop waiting to feel ready. The millionaire version of you isn't waiting. They're moving. They're deciding. They're claiming. They're becoming. So what are you waiting for? Your struggle ends the moment you decide it ends. Your breakthrough begins the moment you start acting like the person who already has it. So make the decision right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, right now. I am a millionaire in the making. I am abundant. I am worthy. I am powerful. I am choosing myself. Say it out loud. Feel it in your body. Let it rewire every cell. And then go act like it. If this video resonated with you, make sure to subscribe. Share this with someone who's ready to break free. And leave a comment below saying, I am ready for my breakthrough. Your old reality ends today. Your new reality starts now. Let's go.